Chapter 9. So all Israel were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel. And Judah was carried away captive to Babylon because of their transgression. Now the first inhabitants that dwelt in their possessions, in their cities, were Israelites, the priests, the Levites, and the Nethinim. And in Jerusalem dwelt of the children of Judah, and of the children of Benjamin, and of the children of Ephraim, and Manasseh, Uttai, the son of Ahamihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, the son of the children of Peretz, the son of Judah, and the Shilonites, the Shiloni, Asaiah, the firstborn of his sons, the sons of Zerah, Yeul, and their brethren 690. And of the sons of Benjamin, Salu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Hodabiah, the son of Hasanuah, and Ibniah, the son of Yerhom, and Elah, the son of Utzi, the son of Mikri, the son of Meshullam, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Ruel, the son of Ibniah, and their brethren according to their generations 956, and all these were heads of the fathers' houses by their fathers' houses. And of the priest, Yedaiah, and Jehoiarib, and Jachin, and Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Meraiot, the son of Ahitub, the ruler of the house of God, and Adaiah, the son of Yerahom, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchiah, the son of Masai, the son of Adiel, the son of Yasariah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshelemit, the son of Emer, and their brethren, heads of their fathers' houses, 1,760, very able men for the work of the service of the house of God. And of the Levites, Shemaiah, the son of Hashub, the son of Asrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Merari, and Bakbakar, Haresh, Galal, Matniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph, and Obadiah, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Yeduthun, the son of Berechiah, the son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, that dwelt in the villages of the Netophathites, and the porters, Shalem, and Akub, and Talmon, and Ahiman, and their brother Shalem, the chief, who hitherto waited in the king's gate eastward. They were the porters of the camp of the children of Levi. And Shalem, the son of Korah, the son of Abiasaph, the son of Korah, and his brethren of his father's house, the Korahi, were over the work of the service of the keepers of the gate of the tent. And their fathers had been over the camp of the Lord, keepers of the entry. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, who was ruler over them in time past, the Lord being with him. And Zechariah, the son of Meshelemiah, was the porter of the door of the tent of meeting. And all these that were chosen to be porters in the gates were 212. These were reckoned by genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer did ordain in their set office. So they and their children had the oversight of the gates of the house of the Lord, even the house of the tent, bywards. On the four sides were the porters toward the east, west, north, and south, and their brethren in their villages were to come in every 7 days from time to time to be with them. For the four chief porters were in a set office. These were the Levites. They were also over the chambers and over the treasuries in the house of God. And they lodged round about the house of God, because the charge thereof was upon them, and they pertained the opening thereof morning by morning. And certain of them had charge of the vessels of service, for by tally were they brought in, and by tally were they taken out. Some of them also were appointed over the furniture, and over all the holy vessels, and over the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. And some of the sons of the priests prepared the confection of the spices. And Mattaniah, one of the Levites, who was the firstborn of Shallum, the Korahi, had the set office over the things that were baked on the griddles. And some of their brethren of the sons of the Kohahi were over the showbread to prepare it every Sabbath. And these are the singers, heads of the fathers' houses of the Levites, who dwelt in the chambers and were free from other service, for they were employed in their work day and night. These were heads of the fathers' houses of the Levites, by their generations chief men. These dwelt at Jerusalem. And in Gibeon there dwelt the father of Gibeon, Jael, whose wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son Abdon, and Zur, and Kish, and Baal, and Ner, and Nadab, and Gedor, and Ahio, and Zechariah, and Miklo. And Miklo begat Shemami, and they also dwelt with the brethren in Jerusalem over against their brethren. And Ner begot Kish, and Kish begot Saul, and Saul begot Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Abinadab, and Eshbaal, and the son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal, and Merib-Baal begot Micah, and the sons of Micah, Piton, and Melech, and Takariah, and Achaz. And Achaz begot Yerah, and Yerah begot Alamet, and Asmavet, and Zimri begot Motzah, and Motzah begot Beniah, and Raphaiah his son, Eliasah his son, Azel his son. And Azel had 6 sons, whose names were these: Azrikam, Bokru, and Ishmael, and Sheriah, and Obadiah, and Canaan. These were the sons of Azel. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. And we're going to see today that in this, if we pay close attention, we not only to the readings and these translations as they're written, because we'll find out this book of Chronicles is kind of a word I hate to use. It's hodgepodge, and it's going to be a collective of writings from several different periods, dating all the way back. We have genealogy from as far back as Israel coming up, so all through that period, and that's prior to Moses, and then through the Moses' period, we have some genealogy, read right up to Phineas, where the tent was being set up and all this was being done. And now we have genealogy leading all the way up to David. And in that genealogy, we will find out there's some mixed-in genealogy, because there are some genealogy, the bloodlines, where God said that these shall you not take sons and daughters for your wives. But that's a whole nother story, and we'll get into that later. But we're going to pick it up here in verse 1. So all of Israel was reckoned by genealogy, and behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel. And Judah was carried away captive to Babylon because of their transgression. So we find out this comes from a period when Israel was carried away to Babylon. That goes all the way to the end, where this period of Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and all these gentlemen. So now and that's because that would be all of Israel, those that contend, were reckoned, were set in their genealogies, and this would be their enrollment, their role they're going to play. See, and they are written in the books of the kings of Israel. Verse 2, Now the first of the inhabitants that dwelt in their possessions in their cities were the Israelites, the priests, the Levites, and the Nethinim. So after Judah had been carried away off to captivity, we'll see now the first, in the beginning, these inhabitants that dwelt in their possession in the cities, those places that have a guard, were these Israelites. And the Israelites were the 10 tribes that had been scattered out long before this period of time, way before then, way back when the Assyrians came in and conquered them. The priests, the Levites, that would be of the priesthoods, and the Levites, two different, they're of the same tribe, Levi, but we will find out there was a separation made in the houses of Aaron and the rest of the Levites, and the Nethinim. And these Nethinim were the ones that was appointed by Solomon. See, and what they was just people who lived in the land. And this word Nethinim are those that are given to serve, because they were people that was taken in as slaves and servants, and they was allowed to serve in the house of God, which is a violation of law. It is a violation of law, and we will find them written all the way through, that they came and went with the children of Israel 3. And in Jerusalem dwelt of the children of Judah, and the children of Benjamin, and the children of Ephraim, and Manasseh. And in Jerusalem, that's that place of the teachings of peace, we would find out that the children of Judah, and the children of Benjamin, and the children of Ephraim, and Manasseh would be dwelling there as well. So, and we would find out it was used like a stronghold in the end. But these are those of the teachings of peace, and those of praising, the son of my right hand, or the son of my strength, even the fruitful, and those that cause to forget, that's Manasseh. 4. Uttai, the son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, the children of Perez, the son of Judah. And Uttai, he was the son of Ammihud, and Uttai are remember, my helpers are those that help, and Ammihud are the people of splendor. And these sons of Imri are those ones that was spoken of, and the sons of Bani, the sons of Bani are those that were established. Bani is established, or to confirm, to build, of the children of Perez, even these sons of Judah, and even these children of Perez, those that break forth. Because they were my helpers, these people of my splendor, and they was those pupils, those spoken of, these that were established to break forth, those of praising. 5. And the Shilonites, Asaiah, the firstborn of his sons, and these would be the Shilonites. And those are ones of the resting place, or those of my resting place. Asaiah would be the firstborn, or even the one who was born first, even that one of the beginning. And he's that one that was made of God. He's the one made of God. Asaiah, he's made of God. And even that one from the beginning, in the beginning. 6. And the sons of Zerah, Yaul, and their brethren, they were 690. And of the sons of Zerah is that one that's coming forth, or the coming forth. It's like something dawning or something. Yaul is even, it means to be swept away, like a great sweeping away, even the sweeping away of the mighty one, the mighty one. And their brethren were 690. And these would be that coming forth, even that great sweeping away. See, that work of man that's in judgment, because there's going to be a harvest from the law. 7. And the sons of Benjamin were Selu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hasanua. And these would be the sons of Benjamin, or the son of my right hand. Selu. Selu is those weighed out or measured. Weighed out or measured. He is the son of Meshullam, and Meshullam means this of the peace covenant, and then we're talking about that law of God. See, they give in the beginning those commandments that He commanded, you shall keep this. And the son of Hodaviah, he's the son of Hasanua, and this son, and Hodaviah, that splendor of God, and he's the son of those prickling thorns. Those prickling thorns are always going to represent those nations that they left, see, in the country that God said, you shall not do this. And these would be from the sons of Benjamin. These are the sons of my strength that is weighed out, or this is measured out of the peace covenant, because it's the judgment. The splendor of God, the prickling thorns. 8. And Ibniah, the son of Jeroham, and Elah, the son of Utzi, the son of Mikri, the son of Meshullam, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Ruel, the son of Ibniah. And Ibniah, those are those that are established by God. He is the son of Joram, and Joram is those that show pity, or this deep love or concern. And Elah, he's the son of Utzi, and Elah is that great tree. It represents a great tree, like a great oak tree. He's the son of Utzi, and these are that of strengths. And the great oak tree has a similitude meaning of that which is established for something. the son of Mikri. These would be these would be the sons of Mikri. That's the price. See, Mikri is the price of something that was sold, and Meshulam, the son of Shephatiah, and Meshulam, that peace covenant. See, that peace covenant. Shephatiah literally means these rules of God, or these commandments of God. That peace covenant. The son of Ruel. These are the friends of God. Ibniah, and that is those that was established by God, because these law of God is God's friends. These are the ones that go forth and they're going to do God's judgments, you might say, because those established of God that show pity. It's that great tree that God said you shall take of it. See, these strengths. This is the price of the peace covenant. These rules of God, these friends of God, those that were established by God, the law that was given to you for your own good, and their brethren according to their generations. That role they would play was 956. And all these men were heads of their fathers' houses, by their fathers' houses. And this is the role that they would play, this 956 of them, because there's a harvest in judgment, see. But grace comes from the law for this work of men. 10. And the priest, Yedaiah, and Jehoiarib, and Yachin. And these would be some of the priests. This would be some of the priests. Yedaiah, and Jehoiarib, and Yachin. Yedaiah, is made known of God. This is that which is made known of God. Jehoiarib is God contends, or God causes to strive. God causes contention. And Yachin, it's established. He has established this, and it's made known of God that God causes strife, and He has established. See, He has established that. 11. And Azariah, that's the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshulam, the son of Zadok, the son of Meraiah, he's the son of Ahitub, that's ruler of the house of God. And Azariah, he's that supported of God. He's that supported of God. He's the ruler of the house of God. That this portion of God, that's Hilkiah. Then Meshulam, remember Meshulam, he's that peace covenant. That even those of my peace covenant. Zadok, those the just, the righteous even. And Meraiah, the rebellion, or those ones of the rebellion. He's the son of Ahitub. Ahitub means my brother's goodness. And they would be the rulers of the house of God, and the one who was the supported of God, that portion of God, those of my peace covenant. He's the just, the rebellion of my brother's goodness, the rebellion of my brother's goodness. They are the rulers of the house of God. 12. And Adaiah, the son of Yeroham, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchiah, and Masai, the son of Adiel, the son of Yasarah, the son of Meshulam, the son of Meshelemit, the son of Emer. And Adaiah, he's the son of Joram, who's the son of Pashur. Adaiah is that the Passover of God, that which is passes over or passes by. He's the son of that which is showing mercy. And Pashur is torn in pieces as in mercy. This king of God, that Malchiah, Ma'asai, this work of the Lord, even Yehoshua, as God has returned those to being closed. He's returned to being closed. Meshulam, those of my peace covenant. See, once again, Meshulam, those of my peace covenant. Meshelemit, even the recompense of my peace covenant. He has spoken. See, and this would be that which is passes over of God. It's that judgment. It's showing mercy. It's torn in pieces, even though it tears in pieces this king of God, the one God set up for this purpose, the work of the Lord, this ornament of the mighty one, that's Adiel. God has returned to the enclosed by those of the peace covenant, even the recompense of the peace covenant. He has spoken. 13. And their brethren's heads, their fathers' houses, 1,760 very able men to work for the service of the house of God. And this would be their brothers. The total number of them was 1,760, because there's fulfillment and perfection in the judgment, even complete redemption. 14. And of the Levites, Shemaiah, the son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the sons of Merari, and the Levites, Shemaiah, the Levites, those that join, with Shemaiah, those that have listened to God, Hashub, and they Hashubs think. He's the son of Azrikam, and is to help those that rise up, those to think to help those that rise up, actually. And Hashlabiah, it's like Hashub, see, the think of God. And Merari, and those of bitterness, see, those of bitterness. And those that join, those that listen to God and think, to help those that rise up and think of God as bitterness, see. Don't ever think of God as bitterness. God is a sweet, sweet reward of understanding. 15. And Bakar, Karesh, and Galal, and Mataniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph. And this Bakar is he's constantly seeking, or constantly searching for something. Karesh is quietly, though. It's quietly, like Galal, influencing, like something influential. These even like influential ones, trying to get you to do something. Mataniah, these offerings of God, even. Micah, this one is like unto God. Zikri, those calling to remember. Asaph, to gather those, and it's those constantly seeking and searching silently, trying to influence the offerings of God. They're like unto God, and they are calling to remembrance those that were gathered. 16. And Obadiah, who's the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galah, the son of Yeduthun, and Malachiah, the son of Asa, the son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, that dwelt in the villages of the Tophati. And Obadiah, he's that servant of God. Shemaiah, those that listen to God. Galah, influencing. Yeduthun, the praises of Barakiah and the blessings of God. Asa, healing the injured. Elkanah, that the mighty one has created. These Netophates, even those of discourse. And discourse, those of discourse, the Netophati. See? And it's the servant of God, those that have listened to God, influencing the praises and the blessings of God, healing the injured, that the mighty one has created even those of discourse, those of confusion or judgment. 17. And the porters, Shalem, Akub, Talman, Ahiman, and their brother Shalem the chief. And these would be the porters. And these porters simply mean gatekeepers. These are the gatekeepers and keepers of judgment, because the gate represents this judgment, or that place of judgment even. And Shalom is the retribution. Shalom means the retribution, and that retribution means let's just call it a just reward, and most likely it's a punishment for something you well deserve. And Akub, the insidious, and Kub means insidious, and Talamun, that oppressor, Achiman, the brother of separation, even my brother of separation. Shalem, once again, he would be the chief, and that's that retribution, because the retribution, that just deserved punishment, the insidious oppressor, the brother of separation, that just reward even, or that just punishment. 18. Who hereto waited in the king's gate eastward. They were the porters of the camp of the children of Levi. Who, this retribution, this one, we'll find out, the oppressor, who waited in the king's gate, this gate of the Molech, this judgment gate even, this east that's eastward, that looks towards understanding. They were the gatekeepers for the camp of the children of those that joined. 19. And Shalem, that's that retribution, remember. He's the son of Korah, the son of Abiasaph, the son of Korah, and his brethren of the father's house, the Korahi, were over the work of the service, keepers of the gates of the tent, and their fathers had been over the camp of the Lord, keepers of the entry. And Shalem, once again, that retribution, he's the son of Korah, and those are those that are calling out, crying out, the son of Abiasaph, and Abiasaph is my father has gathered. Those are the ones he's gathered. They're the sons of Korah. And Korah means bald. It means to be bald. And his brethren, even the father's house, the bald ones, those that are bald, even those that are made bald, these would be the keepers of the gates, even those places of judgment, even of the tent. And that was that place where there was only one entry in those days. And Shalem, that retribution, even those that are calling and crying out, because my father has gathered the bald, and this bald is a similitude of taking away all your glory, taking away all your understanding and your knowledge, leaving you bald. Even those that are made bald. 20. Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, was rule over them in the time past, for the Lord being with him. And Phinehas means the mouth of brass. And anytime you hear brass, it's not a good thing, because it looks like gold, but it ain't. It sounds like gold, but it ain't. And this mouth of brass is cold darkness, because that's what brass is. The son of Eleazar, and that's who's the mighty one has supported. He was, and God was with him, this one who had the mouth of brass, whom the mighty one supported. 21. Zechariah, the son of Meshlemiah, who was the porter of the door of the tent of the meeting. And Zechariah, that's those who remembered, the remembered of God, those even that caused to remember God. The Meshlemiah, the covenant of God. Even that covenant of God, they caused to remember of God, the covenant of God. 22. All these were chosen to be porters in the gates, were 212. These were reckoned by genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer did ordain in their set office. And we'll see we're at a whole different period of time, during the time of David and Samuel, this period when David and Samuel set these in their office, not the time of Babylon, when Babylon carried Judah away. All these were the chosen porters, these chosen gatekeepers in the gates and places of judgment, were 200. Now witness this judgment, and 12, because there's a witness in the law, there's even understanding in it. And these were those that were reckoned by their role that they would play in their villages and all their little places where they dwelt, whom David, that chosen one, and Samuel, this one who hears the mighty one, the seer, did ordain or set in their office or in their place. 23. So they and their children had the oversight of the gates of the house of the Lord, even the house of the tent, bywards and onwards. They had the oversight of these places of judgment, even the house of the Lord. 24. On the four sides were the porters, toward the east, west, north, and south. And on the four sides, because four, that's the work of God, these sides, that's that being made plain and known, were these porters, and this were these gatekeepers that are toward the east, that's toward that place of understanding, and west, towards that place of darkness, north, that place of judgment, where God brings his judgment, and south, even that place where we can witness the strength of God's judgments. 25. and their brethren in their villages were to come in every 7 days from time to time to be with them, and all their brethren from their villages were to come in every 7 days, because that's the perfection of understanding right there. From time to time, from period to period, these perfections and understanding do come. 26. For the 4 chief porters were in a set office. These were the Levites. They were also over the chambers of and over the treasuries in the house of God. Now these 4 chief porters, because that's the work of God, see, these chiefs of these gatekeepers were in their set office, or put in their set places. God set them up. These were the Levites, those that joined. They were also over all the chambers, the inner places of the house of God, even over the treasuries of the house of God. 27. And they lodged round about the house of God, because their charge thereof was upon them, and they pertained the opening thereof morning by morning. And they lodged round about the house of God, all around it. The charge thereof was upon them, because they had been charged, set in their place, put in their position, their even in their generation and their genealogy, and to them it pertained the opening of it thereof morning by morning. This morning by morning, for every morning, they would open it up, even the understandings. 28. And certain of them had charge of the vessels of service, for by tally were they brought in, and by tally were they taken out. These vessels of service that was dedicated, these were dedicated pieces of, these vessels were dedicated, were hallowed things, for by tally, and that's by count. They counted them when they took them out, and they counted them when they brought them in. Numbered 29. Some of them also were appointed over the furniture, and over all the holy vessels, and over the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. And some of them were appointed over the furniture. This furniture would be all the tables, those places that were for preparation, and all the ornaments that go there with them, all these holy vessels these hallowed vessels, these vessels that belong to God. And over the fine flour, that flour being from the harvest, the fine being because it's ground many times. And the wine, even the wine, that sweet wine, and the oil is that for the anointing purpose. It comes from the olive, or the law even. And the frankincense is this which brings a sweet odor. This sweet odor even, or this sweet understanding. And the spices. The spices are all those things that are mingled in to give them that odor. It's a little dry measure, the little bit of oil. And 30. And some of the sons of the priests prepared the confection of the spices. And some of the sons of the priests, because they had the exact recipe that was given by God, they would prepare even this confection of spices, or these sweet cakes. 31. Mattaniah, one of the Levites, who was the firstborn of Shalem, the Korahi, had the set office over the things that were baked on the griddles, or these sweet cakes. Mattaniah was these offerings of God, that which the offering of God, and he was the Levite. Those that joined Shalem of the retribution. The retribution, remember that just punishment. Korahi of those made bald even. And this offerings of God, those that joined that retribution, those that were made bald, see, are going to be that offering of God. 32. And some of their brethren, of the sons of the Kohath, those that were made bald, were over the showbread, to prepare it every Sabbath, and to prepare it every Sabbath, or upon the 7th day, that day of rest, even that showbread. And that showbread represents there's understanding in the house of God once again, and there's knowledge. That represents that which nourishes the soul and the flesh. It's the law of God. 33. These are the singers, heads of the fathers' houses of the Levites, who dwell in the chambers and were free from other service, for they were employed in their work day and night. And these were the singers. These were the ones who would make that sweet music before God day and night. Day and night. They were heads of their fathers' houses of the Levites, those that joined, who dwelt in their chambers, in their places, in their appointed chamber. They were free of any other service. They didn't have to do nothing else, for they would sing. They would be the singers, and they were employed in their work day and night, even in the light and in the darkness. 34. These were heads of their fathers' houses of the Levites, those that joined, by their generations, chief men, those that dwelt in Jerusalem. And that is those teachings of peace. 35. And in Gibeon there dwelt the father of Gibeon, Yael, whose wife's name was Maacah. Now, here we're going to get into this little bit of hodgepodge, because we're just going to go right back to chapter 8, verse 29. And we could just go back there and read this verbatim, because, see, basically that's where we're at. And if we did, it would say Gibeon. He is Yael, whose wife's name was Maacah, because, and it would read just like this: that city on a hill, he of the mighty one, those pressed down. That's who Maacah is, those that are pressed down. And his firstborn son was Abdon, and Zur, and Kish, and Baal, and Ner, and Nadab. And 37, and Gedor, and Ahio, and Zechariah, and Miklat. And his firstborn would be Abdon. That's the servant of the rock, the snare, the Lord image, that makes willing. Those closed off, the brotherly, those remembered, even that feminine support, or that beautiful, wonderful, great support. See, that's Miklat. 38. And Miklat begot Shemaim, and they also dwelt with their brethren in Jerusalem over against their brethren. Miklat, that feminine support, those beautiful, wonderful, great supports, has Shemaim. And that's that famous report, the famous report, those teachings of peace. That's Jerusalem. 39. And Ner begot Kish, and Kish begot Saul, and Saul begot Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Abinadab, and Ashbah. And we'll see some other genealogies started in here. Just same thing. If we was in chapter 8, verse 33, see, that's where it reads exactly the same. And Ner begot Kish, and Kish begot Saul, and Saul begot Jonathan, and Malchishua, Abinadab, and Ashbah. Because the lamp, that's the snare, that desired one, God's gift, my king of terror or wealth, my father makes willing the man of the Lord image. 40. And the son of Jonathan, his was Merib Baal, and Merib Baal begot Micah. And the son of Jonathan, this one who God's gift, that means God's gift, it was Merib-Baal. And Merib-Baal is the strife of this Lord image. He's the strife or the trouble that comes from this Lord image. That Baal, see, Baal, that Lord image I call it, and that Merib-Baal, that strife that comes from that Lord image. Michal, that one like unto God. 41. And the sons of Michal, Piton, and Melech, and Tahariah, and Akaz. This one like unto God, revealing the secrets of the king in the earth chamber. That's that grave. Akaz, he is taken hold of. And we remember he took hold of. 42. And Akaz begot Yara, and Yara begot Elamet, and Azmavet, and Zimri begot Motzah. And see, here's a slightly difference in the 8th chapter See, because Achaz begot Jehoiada back over there. But see, here we got Achaz got Yahara, because Yahara means that honeycomb, that thick, rich honeycomb, that gift of God, even that which is taken hold of, God has removed. See, that which is taken hold of, that honeycomb, that which was hidden, even the might of death, these strengths of death, my music is going forth. 43. And Mozah begot Benaiah, and Raphaiah his son, Elisah his son, and Adzel his son. And Mozah, that going forth, my sweet music, Baniah of the son, and Raphaiah, slight difference. It was Rapha was this great healing. See, but now we're going to find out it's Raphaiah. This great healing of God. Elisah, the mighty one, has established that which is set apart, and that would be Atzel. 44. And Atzel had 6 sons, whose names were these. There was Azrikam, Bokru, Ishmael, and Sheariah, and Obadiah, and Canaan. These were the sons of Atzel. And Atzel, see, that which is set apart, that's that which is set apart, had 6 sons. And once again, that's the work of man. See, that which is set apart, the work of man, the help of those that rise up, the firstborn, that's Boker. Those that listen to the mighty one, those valued of God, the servants of God, the pitied of God, that which is set apart. And that is what we're talking about. This is all the work of God. We'll find God did this. It's the work of God. It is dedicated. It's for God. It's perpetual. It's everlasting. And we're going to move on now. We're going to start getting into some of the stories. Then maybe we'll get some understanding about all these prophecies we've heard. Well, God says turn and return. Let's move forward to chapter 10.